Howdy folks, welcome to another BrickUltra feature. This is Jason from UnPack'd. Today we're going to be looking at my second mashup, a little critter called Sting. This is a combination of the LEGO Chima Legend Beast crocodile and gorilla. So when I dumped all the parts out from the crocodile and the gorilla, the first thing that jumped out at me were claws. I was looking at these four little silver talons sitting in the pile, and I thought immediately, that looks like an insect leg. Maybe spider, maybe scorpion. And then I saw this guy. There were a couple of these little white talons sitting in there. And then it hit me. This needed to be some kind of predator, parasite sort of thing. I could just see something sitting there on the ground crawling with these legs. The next thought I had to go with this sort of evil little predator insect were some big mandibles. So I was thinking antlion for this design. Antlions have these huge front teeth, and I kind of merged it a little bit with maybe a spider and a predator. So this mouth has got two moving mandibles on the bottom, and then the top part moves up and down, and it's got 2, 4, 6 little spider eyes and a little helmet shield there. Pretty big face. Next, I wanted to make sure I had a pretty durable body. I was thinking beetle, nice heavily armored carapace, perhaps also a little scorpion style going on. So I built this guy. It's got the same mobility as the crocodile, back and forth, but all the armor plating here makes sure nothing can get through to this guy. This is where the head goes, this is where the tail goes, and then we've got the 4 leg sockets on the side. And finally, we have the tail. The tail, I've definitely decided once I had all the pieces together I was going scorpion. I wanted something with a nasty little stabber on the backside. And we did a little creative use of the swivels here, so you flip this guy around, flip this guy around, and what you have is an armored tail on the backside, and you've got a little white claw here, and you've got the main stinger here. Alright, now that we've showed you all the parts, let's go ahead and put Sting back together again. So we're going to take his body, carapace here, make sure we've got the tail swivel pointing down. Take his back legs, remember the back legs had the 2 claws. Pop the other guy on this side. And these claws are meant to actually angle down when he walks. Remember I was saying it's kind of like a parasite. So let's grab his front legs. His front legs were the little pincher guys, which are these guys here. So we're going to snap those on the front. Again, we'll angle these down a little bit, kind of get the gist of how this little dude walks. And then we got his head. Ginormous mandible head that snaps in the socket right here. And if you look pretty close, back here we've got a little decorative plate, but it really doesn't get in the way much except for maybe a slight upward tilt problem. You can take that off if you don't like it. And then the last part was his tail. The tail goes right in the back socket here. So when you're all complete, you have a pretty long little guy. Sting is, I'd say roughly maybe a foot, slightly less than a foot long. Curve these little claws down to stand up. And pop that tail up. And there you go. A little cross between an antlion and a scorpion.